Hey everyone, Jay Zachary Pike here, and I'm here to talk to you about a faster way to format and publish your ebooks if you're an independent author. So, assuming you're an independent author who formats your ebooks in HTML like I do, you're familiar with the concept of having a file full of all your HTML ebooks formatted in good old HTML that gives you basically these kind of web page ebooks that you then convert into EPUB or MOBI files using a program like Calibre. And then you upload those EPUB and MOBI files to the different platforms that you sell on. But one of the kind of tricky things about that is that every platform that you sell on would like you to use links that refer to that platform. For example, when you sell books on Amazon, readers like it better when all the links in the back of that book go to other Amazon books so they can buy it right away. You sell more, and Amazon likes that better. So it's just a best practice to have different versions of these ebooks with links to the same vendor that you're selling on, the same platform. And the problem with that is that when I've got a list of 10 ebooks here, as I do in my political romance catalog, that leads to over 50 files to maintain and keep up. And that's a big problem because I just got a letter from a reader and found out that I've copy-pasted an error throughout this, and or actually 3 errors throughout this. And one of them is that in the back copy for legislative bodies, I've said really bring us together instead of really brings us together. So that's a problem. Another one is that in the Supreme Courtship, I say, or is there no justice in love? And the problem with that is I've used the wrong there. And then in my About the Author section, I've forgotten to say that Politico is awesome. So I've got these, in my dummy library of ebooks that I've set up here just for this example, I've got these 3 errors that I need to correct, and I have 52 files to correct that in. So I'm just going to do one of these to quickly kind of give you an idea of how long that would take, and then we'll extrapolate out. So I need to correct those 3 errors. And I've got my files open, and I'm going to say start my timer just for purposes and get in here and scroll down. We've got to find the back matters. We've got to scroll through the entire book, and we'll get down to the bottom. And again, those errors were in legislative bodies, which needs a colon after bodies because we want to format consistently, and what really brings us together. And then I'm going to go down, and I'm going to say, in the Supreme Courtship, I have the wrong there in is there no justice or in love. So let's correct that really quickly. And then in Politico, we got to say, oh, Paul is awesome. So save that. And now I need to go into the next file and do it again. So I'll stop this timer, and I add a little on. Let's say 40 seconds. 40 seconds to make that edit. And maybe I could do the next one a little faster. I could copy paste or something. But the point is, this is going to take 30 to 40 seconds for all these book files with 52 files. I'm looking at anywhere from a half hour to an hour, depending on how fast I go. And that's a lot of work. So this used to drive me crazy. This is the problem with ebook formatting. And I found a better way, and I want to share that with you. I call it the Ebook Machine. So just so you can see the Ebook Machine in action, I'm going to close out of this, and I'm going to close out of this book as well. I'll reset my timer, and I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to open up 2 things. One is the Ebook Machine files. This is all the files that it takes to build the Ebook Machine, the ebooks in the library. You can see I have a compiled HTML folder that has all the same files, all of the different books like Legislative Bodies on Amazon and Apple and generic. That's all the same throughout here. I have five ebooks per title that I put out. But then I also have these files called .kit files that are used to create those books. And these files are actually recipes that assemble different pieces and put them together to create those ebooks that I output. So if I affect these different pieces, I'm going to affect the entire library. And that's kind of the beauty of it. So the library is all set up in the Ebook Machine to go with these kit files, and the secret sauce is an HTML compiler. An HTML compiler is a program that sits in the background and watches this directory and waits for changes to happen and then does a little magic. So the one I'm using is called CodeKit. It's right here. There's other ones called Prepos. You can do this with a free command line program called Node.js, though I don't know how to do that, but it is possible, and there are tutorials online. But this CodeKit program is watching all my files here, and so with that open, what I'm going to do is make the same edits that you just saw, and see how long it would take. So let's hit start, and I need to edit 3 of my more information sections, or 2 of my more information sections in my author bio. So I'm going to go and I'm going to find more legislative bodies, and I'm going to add that colon that I noticed I was missing, and then I'm going to say what brings us together, and I'm going to hit save. And CodeKit is working right now, and there it is. It just compiled 47 files, and it made the change across all of those. So now I'm going to go into the Supreme Courtship, and I'm going to say, there is there no justice in love, make it the correct one, and hit save. And then I'm going to go into my author bio for Paul Itico, and I'm going to write, he is awesome, and I'm going to hit save, and done. Compiled 52 files successfully. So CodeKit has just made the updates to all of my compiled HTML files. If I go into one of the compiled HTML files, I'm just going to pick one at random. Let's do Pants on Fire, the generic version. And down here at the bottom, you can see that legislative bodies has been updated with its colon and its correct spelling, and we've also done the correction to the Supreme Courtship, and we've also made the update to say that Paul Itico is awesome in his bio. And that is represented in all 52 of these files now. So obviously this is a way, way, way faster and way better way to work. When you work this way, it's simpler to find things, it's simpler to make these edits, and it is targeted. And so, another example that I'll use, all of these books have different links in the background, but those links are controlled by relatively few files containing what's called variables, because the Kit language recognizes variables. So I can say in my ebook Kit files, look at the variable for the Amazon link, and then use that. And then I can come into my my platform variables file right here for platform Amazon, and it's just a list of variables, most of which are going to be URLs for my books on Amazon. And if I edit one of these, I mean, right now they're all just random URLs because I don't have I don't actually sell these books. But if I edit one of these, I'm going to make the edits in just the right book. So let's see, an Atlas Hugged is linked to Anchor Atlas Hugged Amazon. I'm just going to say Anchor Atlas Hugged Amazon. Wow, that's my new Amazon affiliate link. And when I save this file, CodeKit's going to think for a minute, and it just compiled 12 files, which is all the books that I sell on Amazon. And now if I go back into my compiled HTML and I'm going to look at a different book on Amazon, say Independent Streaker on Amazon. Sorry, that's my Kit file. So I'll look at Independent Streaker on Amazon and scroll down to the back matter, and I'm going to say, where would Atlas Hugged take me? And you can see it says Atlas Hugged Wow. So I just updated the link to Atlas Hugged Amazon, but I only did it on my Amazon books. And in the Apple copy of Independent Streaker, you can see that Atlas Hugged still links to just Atlas Hugged Apple, a completely different link. This is a much better, much faster way to manage your ebooks. It doesn't save you the time of importing these HTML files into Calibre. You still have to do that. You still have to upload it. But when it comes time to make the edits, and you need to go through your entire library, or when it comes time to publish a new file and you need to add your new book to all of the other books in your library, this just makes it way easier. And over the course of your author career, can shave hours and hours of repetitive typing. And best of all, it's really inexpensive. I know that Vellum right now is a great solution, but if you want lifetime publishing for Vellum, it is $200. And if you want to publish one book with Vellum, it's $30. Well, for $30 roughly, you can get CodeKit, and that's all you need to really drive this engine. And you can go to my website, www.jzacharypike.com/ebook machine, and you can download all these files for free, and you can use them for free indefinitely for as long as you want. And you can publish any ebook you like with them. And if you need more guidance, I'm selling a book on how to use the ebook machine, and that's $4. So for roughly $35, $36, you can get everything you need to pull this off for life, indefinitely. It's open source, it's easy to use, and it's going to save you a ton of time. I really do hope you'll check it out. And if you do, let me know how it goes. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you'll check it out, and I wish you well in your author career. Happy writing.